Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on some more photos from Philly. This was a lunch that we had on this day. We actually went from one Liberty observation deck, and then our next stop was the Eastern State Penitentiary. And this is actually right down the street. We were a little bit earlier than we would normally eat lunch, but we knew, okay, this tour at the penitentiary is probably going to be, like 2 hours, so we have to eat before we go, or we're going to be starving by the time we come out of there. So this place is right down the street. We decided to give it a whirl because it's Greek food, and I love it, and my friend, I don't know that she loves it, but she likes it, and honestly, if you're ever in Philly and you have a chance to eat at this place, it's called Zorba's. Do it. It's one of the best Greek meals I've ever had in my life. So it was totally unexpected, found it at random, but it was so incredibly good. So I've picked out a couple of things already that I want to use, as you can see. So I have this paper, which I don't remember. I think this was from a Cocoa Daisy kit. I think this maybe started as a 6x8 piece of paper, and I cut it down. But I knew I had it in my stash, and so when I came home from this trip, I was pretty sure I wanted to use this for the Greek photos somewhere. Now, I have another layout coming of when we actually get our food in the inside of the restaurant, so I could have used it there, but I like it with these photos better. And I also have this card, and I think this is actually from the same set. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yep, so they obviously came together. So I want to use that because the colors and the style all match. I want to put this on here. That is extremely busy, so I'm going to have to do some white strips on the side, I think, just to tone that down, or perhaps cut it just a little bit, and then you'll see more of the background there. I don't have a card here, but I will find something. But then I do have these two little things I want to use. This is the business card that we picked up while we were there, so I could cut it a little bit, fit it here. I could go sideways and just drop it in. Not sure about that. And then I also have this little embellishment. And you know what? This might be from Cocoa Daisy too. Or maybe Citrus Twist. I'm not sure. And the color isn't a perfect match to this blue, but it's close enough. And I love that it's got the yellow in there. So I want to work that in somewhere. Maybe on here, maybe up here. I don't know. But I have it. I like it. I want to use it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the white strips to go on either side of this. I do think I'm going to keep that as a full-size photo. I really like it. Don't want to cut anything off there. So I have this scrap piece of paper. It's already at 4 inches here, so really I just need to trim it to the size I want going the other way. And I think, I wonder if an 1/8 would be too thin, or should I go a 1/4? That's a 1/4, that's an 1/8. I think a 1/4. Yeah. So there we go. There's one. There's two. Yeah, an 1/8 would have been way, way too narrow. Those are pretty good size, I think. When I was looking at all of this, I realized that I had this photo in the wrong spot. I had it up here, but really I want it on this card because my other photo was just some doorways of the neighborhood on our way as we were walking up to this. So I probably want that up here first. Then you see the outside of the restaurant. Then I'll move on to my journaling. So I will make that switch and the other photo will go up here. I should show though. I do like the way it looks with the white edges there. I think that was definitely the right choice. Again, when I started to look at this, once I put that all in the right spot, I'm wondering if maybe I should do the business card on this 4x6 card. I thought I wanted to journal, but I could pick a different card and journal up here. The trick will be finding something that matches. So I needed something hopefully food related, either in orange, this nice blue, or yellow. So I'm going to go in my stash and see what I can find that might match those colors. Well, sadly, in my food specific stuff, I didn't find any cards that I thought were a good match for this. But in my regular travel stash of cards here, I found these 3. I like all of them. The orange isn't exactly, it's closer to the brick. It isn't exactly a great match except right there. So I'm not sure that I like it when it's right next to all this brick, but I'm going to keep it as an option. Then I have this one. I love that there's just a little geotag and it matches more this color that's down here because then it kind of brings it in at opposite ends of the layout. And then I can explain how we found it, that we just spotted it nearby, walked over there, had our lunch, walked back to do our sightseeing when we were done. So I like that. This one, I also have plenty of room for journaling where I can do that. But I love the color. I'm not so sure I love that it just says yay. I think it's going to be one of these two because they certainly match better than this one. But I'm undecided because I really like both colors. I love the brightness of this yellow and then a little bit more of the gold orangey tone on this one. So I'm not quite sure which one to pick. Okay, I think I've decided to go with this one because of the more gold tone to it. I am going to keep the card here. And then for this is part of why I chose that card because this has the lighter yellow in it. I kind of forgot about it when I was looking before. But when I picked it up again, it more closely matches this yellow. So I can still bring that in by just placing this either kind of up to the top like that, maybe right in the middle. Oh, I don't like it towards the bottom. It'll either be up there or more towards the middle, but I think that way I get all of the different colors and they go together well. All right, so I'm happy with everything except this. I feel like it's kind of blank here, and I'm wondering if I should do just a little piece of washi there to bring in, again, a little bit more color. So I've grabbed the first tray out of my washi box here because it has all the colors I would need probably. I've got orange, I've got this sort of yellowy gold color that's slightly more towards orange, and then I have yellow. So I'm gonna look through there, see what I think. Do I want blue? No, I don't want blue because there's a lot of blue happening here. So it's gotta be one of those. So looking at my washi here, I'm going with this one. I actually have 2 rolls of this. I bought it again by mistake. Forgot that I already had one and I liked it so much. I bought it twice, but that's okay. But I love it that it's close to this pattern. And I'm just hoping it's not too wild when I put a little bit on there, but I'm gonna try it and see what I think. There it is with the orange, and I really dig that. I wasn't sure because it was so bright, but I think it's just enough to bring it in from this card, and it's not too far off from that yellowy gold. I think it works. Now I just have to figure out, do I want to add any other embellishments here to maybe make this a cluster with that? I also have some phrase labels I could do, maybe to add to this card to liven it up, maybe with some blue there. So I'm gonna look at that next and decide, do I need more or is it done? I think I have found something fun to do up here. In this sticker book I have, the line is called Cityscapes. It's from my mind's eye. I have this sticker right here that says Detour. It's a lighter blue and then a dark blue, which I wasn't sure about, but then I realized this is kind of a light blue background here. So I think I can get away with it. So I'm going to take that sticker. There we go. And I think put it right up here, and then I can tell the story about how we kind of detoured so that we could have lunch here. So let's see, I want it right up next to the edge under that. I'll kind of lose the first line of journaling space, but that's not that big of a deal to me. I'm fine with it. All right, let's see what I think of that. I like it. It's slightly darker than this, but I think those look all right together, so I'm going to leave it. I can't decide, do I want anything here or not? I think maybe not. I think maybe this one is done. I don't want to overdo it, and this is very busy, plus the brick patterns here are busy, so I think I'm going to leave it. That means this is another one done for Philly. Thanks for watching.